Dennis, what do you think people will get from listening to this album?
Well, I'm hoping that this music will make people want to dance, and I hope that they can listen to it over and over again and have something to rock out to.
Do you believe in God?
Well, I believe that there's some force in the universe, but I wouldn't call it Jesus. Um, it could be Jesus, it could be Buddha, it could be all of these things, but not just one thing. I think it's boring to think that Jesus would be the only God.
Do you like girls, Dennis?
Girls are great.
Do you think that you will ever fall in love and get married?
Well, it's hard to say, but perhaps.
Could you name some of the songwriters who have influenced your music, Dennis?
Well, there's a lot of music that I listen to and I don't know who it's by, but one of the more popular musicians that I listen to is Buddy Holly. I think his music's pretty good, for the most part, anyway.
So you like Buddy Holly's music, do you?
hmm
Well, what is your favorite song by Buddy?
Well, lately I've been listening to Words of Love.
Dennis, that is my favorite song by Buddy Holly too. Can you play some of it for me?
Sure. I'll try and do the introduction. Hold me close and tell me how you feel. Tell me love is real. Words of love you whisper soft and true. Darling, I love you. And that's a little sample of that song at least.
That is particularly impressive, Dennis. I love you.
Thank you.
Dennis, what do you do when you are writing songs or recording music?
Well, I like to go for walks. Sometimes I like to go for walks at night, and sometimes I like to go for walks during the day. And sometimes I wash dishes after I make a little meal for myself, and I enjoy washing dishes because it's so nice to have that time to think to myself, and ideas just pop in my head when I'm doing that, it seems.
I like your cartoons, Dennis. They are among the best that I've seen as of late. Are you a genius?
Well, I think it's possible that I'm a genius. It could be. I don't know though.
When did you first realize that you were a genius?
Well, I guess I first realized that I was a genius when I was in math class and everybody was doing so well, or it seemed like most people had it down, what the teacher was trying to tell everyone. But when I was doing the math problems, I just never understood exactly what was going on at all. So I figured that I was probably on a higher level than everybody else because of that. And it just seemed like, well, I can do math, but the reason I just can't coordinate with everyone else is because I'm on a different plane. So I guess, yeah, I am a genius, and that's how I realized that I was.
Dennis, you have mentioned dogs in your songs so many times. Do you like cats too?
Yeah, I like cats all right.
What is it like Not having a lawn to mow anymore, or a home to call your own, Dennis.
Well, it's kind of sad to not have a lawn to mow. I have this lawn in front of this apartment, but it's just not the same. It's kind of nice though living in an apartment.
How long have you lived in Olympia, Dennis?
Well, I've lived here since the summer of 1998.
Dennis, I know that you are interested in punk rock. Is it true that you are thinking about recording a punk rock album that might be released on Kill Rock Stars?
Well, the idea has come to mind, but I haven't really talked to the people at Kill Rock Stars about it yet. I'm writing some songs, punk rock songs.
Do you have any other releases planned in the near future, Dennis?
Yes, I have an album that might come out on Yo-Yo. I have an album called Is It Love that came out in 1998 that's going to be released again. I have an album that's going to be sort of a retrospective album, and it's going to be called Waiting in Line. It has a whole bunch of songs I recorded on 4-track in Oahu and at KMUN in Astoria. And there's also the Kill Rock Stars album that I mentioned that I have just been dreaming about, but I don't know if it'll come out. And then there's a comic book and an album that's going to come out on Little Pad Records in Japan. And that's done. It's called Astoria 2001, and it's on my own label, You Can Have It All Records.
What do you think about all of the American flags that are pasted up everywhere, Dennis?
Well, I think that it doesn't really make me feel proud, and to see all these American flags, it just makes me kind of sad. And the reason for that is that I think it's kind of like bringing the American flag down to the level of Jack in the Box.
Dennis, I am glad that I can interview you. Right now, you are 24 years old. Do you feel that old?
Uh-huh.
Let me see your famous finger puppet, Jim.
All right. Wow, it looks like Jim found a friend. How about that? Huh. What's your friend's name, Jim?
Her name's Wendy.
Oh. Well, it's nice to meet you, Wendy. So, are you guys going out?
No, we're just kind of hanging out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we met in the woods.
Oh, that's nice. Well, yeah, I guess Jim is famous. And that's good. Are you famous, Jim? Do you think you're famous?
Yes, I'm famous.
Well, we better go now. But thank you for buying this album, and I hope you really get some enjoyment out of it. I'll talk to you later.